BASF South Africa is located in Port Elizabeth, Strendale plant. The Port Elizabeth plant employs about 300 employees. We're a 24/7 operation. At capacity, we're doing about 40,000 parts a day. BASF purchased the catalyst plant. So with that, they inherited a lot of the legacy automation solutions and equipment. It's become very expensive for us to keep up to date with the latest versions, and as well as the support that we have been receiving has not been to our benefit.
This system was implemented years ago, 10, 12 years ago, mainly by a company in America. The problem with this batch manager system, it is not connected to the automation system. So the decision was made by BASF and previous employees from BCX to implement in-batch and then connect the in-batch from the recipe creation point right through to the automation execution system. So there's no paper trails in or paper feedback in between. So the recipe system actually runs the process, the execution system.
In terms of inventory that has to be available, correct amounts, it all plays a big part in our process. I think an hour's worth of downtime is going to be costing us close to R1 million. So saying that, it's very difficult to implement projects because the downtime is very tight, and we're looking to really reduce those scrap levels, which will then obviously allow for better output at the end of the day.
Once you start digging into how exactly the process works, it becomes clear that it's not simple. Now, because this product contains precious metals, you can't just throw the leftovers away. So what needs to happen is that leftovers needs to go back. What we had to do is take the recipe out of in-batch. The recipe template doesn't live in in-batch anymore. We put that in a separate application. It's a custom-made application. We still want in-batch to run the recipes, to execute the recipes. But while you're executing recipes, data changes in the plant, and your recipe has to change as you go along.
We use precious metal in our recipes. We cannot afford any scrap, and I think that's going to be the massive benefit around the solution being deployed. I think we're seeing the potential that we can achieve around repeatability of recipes, which will obviously affect more accuracy of inventory that we use, as well as we anticipate a lot of reduced scrap levels. The benefit is the repeatability of our recipes, the quality of the products, the output volumes that we can achieve. Just in the commissioning of the product, we've seen that the results has been fantastic. So the business is anticipating a very good result going forward.
Probably the biggest advantage of in-batch is the reporting afterwards. While you run a recipe, in-batch creates a report on exactly what was expected, in other words, your set points and your actuals. It's industry standard, everybody wants it. If you can staple a batch report to your product and to give to your downline customer, everybody's happy. That's what in-batch is about.